Let's talk about it, yeah. Let's talk about it, let's talk about it, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, let's talk about it, let's talk about it. In the air, toast one in the air. Let's talk about it. Yeah, in the air, toast one in the air. Let's talk about it, talk about it, talk about. Baby, let's talk about it, talk about it.
Yes. Welcome to our show. First, let's talk about it, guys. I got the most amazing friend of mine, my sister, the most talented. I call her, you know, my version of Erica, but I do even better, 10 times better, honey.
You are too kind.
But
Stop it. Tell me more.
Tell me more. Oh my God. Why did you just remind me of somebody? I know, one of my friends. She was like, tell me more.
Like, shut up. Keep going.
Yes. So I got Kimberly Gladney, honey. And she is known for her most serenading voice, honey. She be serenading the man and woman. So
everybody can get it.
exactly. You heard
everybody
it
gonna
first.
get it from me, but everybody can get it.
Exactly. So what you been working on, girl?
You know, just
we're just gonna jump to it.
Working on Jesus.
Okay.
Okay, let me stop.
Oh, just in case I didn't mention too, she's a whole another comedian. Yes. So don't, yeah.
I have been
Mhm.
just being a true creative, you know, like most creative persons, whatever you know them from or for, we usually do a lot of extra shit. Just anything creative is like our bag.
Right.
So I've been working on antiques appraising.
Ooh, that's lit. Okay, how did you get into that? Let's talk about that. First, let's talk about it here.
Many a moon ago. Many a moon ago. I used to do estate management and estate planning for the wealthy. And one of the things I used to do was catalog their antiques. And when I first got into that, as a person of color, African American, like I was like, wow, like I've seen this relative with this back in the day, or this person had this, or this family friend, or went over to this friend's house and her mom had this, you know, decorated with when I was younger, and they got rid of it. And I'm cataloging this, you know, expensive antique for this wealthy person. And it was like, oh, we've been giving away our wealth in this way. We've been giving away our history and our wealth because we're like, oh, that old dresser grandmama got, like, just throw it away, you know. And it made me think about like the times where like it would be like some white guys would drive by in the hood with their trucks, and all that shit would be throwing out, putting at the end of the driveway.
They'd probably like, turn around selling it like it's a payday.
It's lit, yeah. Like seriously, like real shit. And I was like, and I'm like I said, I'm just going through these things, and here it is, here and here. I'm like, I've seen this. I've touched it. I've been in the room with this, and and I was like, I have to become more informed, on these things because we're giving away our wealth. And wealth in the Black community is very important. Exactly. In general, but especially, you know, to us, to me. So I just kind of started like, you know, learning, reading, researching, and my family is definitely a family of like historians. Right. My uncles, my aunts, my older cousins, they always share our stories and their stories. And so just a love of history, knowing the source of things was already like in me. Right. And the more I learned, the more just like I said, learning the history of things, learning, you know, how this person that was a sculptor, how he was raised and what brought him to this point to create these beautiful pieces of art. Or how, you know, this person, you know, could always see the spirit in the wood and became a wood carver. And sculpted out these things for this to bring it in, and just seeing all that kind of stuff it still is very fascinating, to me, very interesting. And then, like I said, I like to to be able to be in friends' homes and be like, yo, don't get rid of this. Keep this. If something happens, don't.
Right.
This shit depreciates. Get rid of it. Your TV, rims, all this stupid stuff doesn't have any value. Keep these things. Invest in these things. Buy these pieces.
Right.
You know, build your legacy. Build a legacy for your children. Give them something to have an estate sale from and bring wealth into your family. Right. You know, when you're not here. But yeah, it's just all about creating Black stability and learning the things that we're not generally taught. You know,
that's important.
Yeah,
I think this generation is doing a great job at that, though. I feel like we're more like
self-aware and just aware.
Yes, yes. I really feel that.
I've been trying not to use woke. I fucked it up.
I guess I did.
I'm just working.
But no, you just actually reminded me of like, so there's this lady I know and she thrifts. She loves thrifting, okay? And I do too. But she calls herself the queen of thrift. The thrift queen. And she is just gorgeous. She's a Black lady and she don't even look like her age. I mean, the saying like Black don't crack is like literally the truth. When I look at her, I always tell her, when I grow older, I want to look like you.
It's because the sun likes us.
Man, I always tell her I want to feel like you. I want to look like you because, you know, she loves driving. So she drives all around the States. And she will even...
So you get to get the good stuff.
Yeah, she will even
Small
do that
towns?
for... Exactly. And she talks about basically the same thing you said, you know, like you know, how you find value in, you know, some things that people overlook, even in thrift stores. This lady have found gold there. She have found real silver. I mean, she have found just like some old like 19, like 30s, 20s coins there that's worth a lot now. You know, the pennies that they used to make, they were like real...
The
bronze
before they put the copper on it, yeah, the Indian heads and the nickelbacks.
Yes,
those are silver and
so she collects them. She collects a lot of stuff, and she always teach me. She was like, you know what? You'll never know what you'll find in thrift stores, and they might be more valuable, and people just don't know, and they just take it to thrift stores.
They do. People. So you would be surprised, seriously, what people give away. You know, but it's the same concept of what I was saying. Like my family and friends, like just throw like I'm cataloging something that's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars or 2,000 or 600. You know, I'm like, they had a bunch of these. We had a bunch of these. It's so much stuff, and it's like that hasn't stopped. Because I do the same. I thrift. I have an eBay store, I have an Etsy store, and I sell the antiques and things that I find.
That's smart.
Thrifting from them.
That's smart.
And then I have a couple of little websites. I'm not going to share it because I don't need y'all. You bid. I can't have y'all bidding against me. Because it's just like the last 3 years, people have found out about my main two.
Do people do that to you too? Like, you know, you would like put them on something, or you were just talking about it. And people around you are like, they'll take that and actually...
I want people to.
Okay.
I share it actively with anyone that I fuck with. And I want, like I said, wealth building is my thing. I want them to. And most of us are individuals. We have different interests.
Right.
Like you and I as friends. Here's all the things we have in common. Here's all the things that we're completely dissonant on. You know?
Right.
So, bid on it. Like, you're not gonna bid on what I'm bidding on. Right. You know, you're not.
That's true.
But, you know, again, going back, some of you might, so that's why I can't give you my tea. I'll give it to you.
Later. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay.
Hi, guys. Okay.
You're so silly. But yeah, I mean, that's very interesting because I don't even like shopping in stores no more. I don't find anything interesting.
I only like shopping in stores for when I'm antiquing or thrifting. Because those things are individual at this point.
Right.
They're not mass produced.
Exactly.
Like the treasure.
They're like,
it's like treasure hunting for me.
Yep.
I'm like, ooh, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I got this, and the rest of you 50 people have it too. Yay, me.
Right. So the other thing I want to ask you about is how do you come up with the ideas of like designing your glasses? Because I'm always like, you know me, I'm always looking at your glasses. Man.
Okay, listen, this is the story. My friend Sierra, shout out to Sierra. One of my best friends, Keisha.
Yes.
Sierra is Keisha's cousin.
Okay.
And so when Sierra moved to Tennessee, she has since left. But we're hanging out, and every time we go out, I'm like,
damn, she got cute glasses.
Look, it's a different pair. Does this match your outfit today? Like,
right.
And I was like a poor person who was like spending like hundreds of dollars on a pair, and then like, you know, every once in a while the insurance, I could get the backup pair. And I read, and I have a habit of falling asleep in my glasses and breaking them. Or like at the time, my nephews, my niece, younger, and kids, you know, they love doing this.
Yeah, playing with your glasses.
Yeah, I had a couple break them and like broke people's stuff. No lie, I was there with like super glue. Like this costs $500.
Oh my god!
You know,
I can just.
And I'm sitting here like, Sierra rich,
right?
You know, like
how
something I
don't
don't like. Yeah. So one day I was just like, "How do you have all these glasses?" I was like, "There's at least 4 or 5 pair that I've counted." And she's like, "Oh, I get them online." And she's like, "You don't have to pay this price and blah blah blah." Like, you could sponsor me glasses, like glass companies. You see, I just did that.
Yes,
but
that's what you need.
Yeah, but I was
that's
like,
really what you need.
And she,
they
and
need to sponsor
the thing that
you.
really threw me off, she said, "Oh yeah, this pair was like $15," and I was like,
"No way."
I'm sitting here with this raggedy old dated pair, and you're all hip and modern and cool.
Yeah.
And I spent like this. What have I been doing with my life? You know.
Exactly.
So I was like, put me on, and then after she put me on to that, I was just like, there has to be other companies like this. So Google, you know.
Yeah, because all your glasses are fine, honey. I don't
get
even
this one from
wear
Zeelool. Zeelool.
Oh, you know what? So, Elizabeth Donaldson, she has been here on our show, and they actually sponsor her.
See?
Yeah. So I'm familiar with that because she posts, you know, a lot of their glasses on there. Yeah, they're really nice.
They are excellent.
Yeah.
That company, and there's another one, Vogue, VOOGUEME.
Okay.
Those are like my funky pairs.
I need to put my mama on.
Yeah, those are my funky
pairs.
Because
the same thing you said, my mom pays like $400 or $500 for her glasses.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, so that would be like good thing to know for her, you know. But yeah, so I mean, you know, let the people know what else you working on. What is it that you do? You know, I know you're a jack of all trades, honey. You're up to everything. So
I just like creating. Being honest.
You're a writer.
Yes, I am.
I have read a piece that I want you to put out. I'm just gonna put her out there, guys. She's
you see the nose scratch? It's like
yes. It's a lot of books you guys should be ready for because I'm ready, and she's not giving them to me. She's not giving it to the world.
So I have a novelette. This is what she's talking about specifically that I've been working on since 2012. I'm published. You can hit me up. I'll tell you where I'm published. I'm published.
Okay.
More than 10 times.
Okay.
But
well, tell us.
I don't.
Okay. That's fine.
I just like to be quiet.
All right.
Past lives.
Google her, guys.
Being honest,
we're gonna
like
find out.
Lives.
One way or the other, we're gonna find out.
I've literally tried to live my life to the fullest of whatever I was interested in.
Yes.
And then you can still be very passionate about something and grow out of it. Like, feel like I've done what I wanted to do with this. I'm good. Yeah. So it's really not. It's just more like it's not a focus for me like that. You know.
Right.
But and that's the reason why the novelette is not going anywhere right now.
Yes.
I was telling her, she's like, put this out now. I'm a perfectionist. And I was like, I have this story in my head, and one day I'll read what I wrote, and I'll be like, that's it. And I'll put it out there. I'll do I'll do everything I can to put it out there.
Okay.
But I actually am really excited about it, and with COVID, with having spare time, and extra time, I've actually been able to dedicate a lot of energy towards writing it, and have the space to really kind of delve into it without distraction. Oh, and I will say, like, I 100% have really enjoyed that, because it's always been something I've worked on in these little baby spurts. And,
right.
And with writing, it's hard to get locked into something when you can't become the characters.
Right.
You know,
right.
mentally. So I do feel like this is going to happen sooner.
Okay.
Rather than later.
We'll be on the lookout.
Yeah. And I will share my ass off.
Okay.
I will get on your nerves.
We'll make sure that we share, because I want people to read what I read.
Tell your daddy now. Tell your cats, your dogs, your neighbors.
It's an easy read.
The horse.
I mean,
tell the horse.
I like the writing style, everything.
Save them.
I got you. Okay. Okay, so segueing. So, are we dating? Are we single? Are we in a relationship? What are we doing?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I feel like I need to drink for this.
Yeah, sure.
Portion.
Spill the tea or spill the wine, but don't spill the wine.
You don't spill the wine. You can waste all the tea in China, baby. But
Not
you
the
don't
wine.
spill the wine.
Not the wine.
That was my orbits. Ding. You know, my name is KG. I like to go for long walks on the beach and float on. Yeah, no, I'm dating me.
Okay.
I'm dating me. I forget the date.
You forget the date?
Yeah.
How do you forget the date?
I feel like I need whiskey, actually, but the thing is...
Something stronger for this.
Yeah, I really do. I'm like, okay. Alright, hold on.
I think I caught you off guard.
Mm-hmm.
I think what it is you're a player.
I'm very romantically private.
Is.
No.
Mm-hmm.
But I did have 112's player as my voicemail.
Okay.
Back in my pimping days. Anyway, no, this is what it is. This is real shit. And I'm going to leave you to speak to the camera. I'm going to speak to the creative people, because maybe there's someone who's like, yes, and I'm going to touch you. I'm going to reach you specifically.
I like that.
Okay, so dating. So somewhere I meet the guy, and I'm like, wow, he's really attractive. He's very handsome, and we flirt, and he approaches me, and he's intelligent. You know, it feels like he has a good character, good ethics, and he's masculine, and I'm attracted.
Okay. Does he have to be funny? Because you're already funny.
It does. Really, intellect. That's my big turn on.
Okay.
Funny, cherry on the top. Cherry on the top.
Right.
I'm very sapiosexual. Like, an intelligent person is like, damn, you say, well, tell me something else. Like, teach me some other shit.
Like you don't know it already, KG.
Yes. Like, it's good that I did not, do the college thing in that way. Because I was like, what you say, professor? I would have been that chick, and who wants to be that chick? So,
yes.
But yeah, so everything is good, and we exchange numbers. We spent all night talking. Canoodling.
Okay.
Canoodling. And he hits me up the next day. He's all like, yo, I really enjoy it. I'm like, oh. You know what I'm saying? Call my best friend, like, yeah, and then, you know what I'm saying? It was real nice.
He texted me.
And he said this, and how do I probably say I said this? And I'm like really like butterflies in my tummy, like excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited about him. You know what I mean? My day is brighter. The sun shines, brighter, and the birds, like when I take a shower, some bluebirds come through my window and they put my robe on me, and the mice make me a dress for the day. Like, everything is really fucking Disney great. And
not Disney great.
It's Disney great. The bluebirds came with my robe on. Like, it's Disney great.
Okay.
And I'm like, thank you, rats in my apartment. Thank you for this dress you made me. The finest silks.
That sounds good.
So then, like, the next day, we're texting throughout the day and things. And then, like, early afternoon, one of my friends is like, hey, you want to jam tonight? And I'm like, music, creating, yes.
And you're supposed to be on a date.
No.
Oh,
there's
okay.
no date plan.
Oh, okay.
But this is, I'm telling you, this is how it happens. And then I go jam with my friends, and while I'm there jamming with my friends and in that energy and space, he texts me something sweet. Now, the previous day when he texted me something sweet,
okay.
I was like, oh, so cute. Like,
oh my God.
Look. Yeah. But like, I'm creating music and shit, and then the motherfucker texts me. I'm like, damn, he ain't got no hobbies or some shit to do.
Oh, no, not that.
He is needy. Like, oh my God, I didn't realize he was needy all this time. He was so fucking needy. And I'm like, so I just ignore it and then go back into the music and singing and stuff. And then it's like my phone does a thing again. I'm like, what the fuck is this now? I'm thinking it's another person. Like, what now? New person. I'm trying to. I'm making magic with my friends, and they're like, it's him again. He's all something sweet, and listen, guys. Okay, I ain't shit. It should be sweet. It really, like, intellectually I know I should be like, oh, like he's trying. He's putting effort. It's really sweet. But the creative in me is like, golly, like, this motherfucker's codependent.
Right.
So then but I do have manners, so I may write something like, hey, I'm doing this. I'll get back to you later. When I write that, I don't want him to say nothing else to me. I want him to shut the fuck up and quit interrupting this creativity I'm doing. Get me out of this zone and put me back in my body to make me president in the world. Like, stop doing this. And then he'll be like, okay. And he's like, knock it out. Or, like, do like some little sweet ass, endearing, nice thing. And, I just don't really receive it that well, and then I kind of get a little irritated. And so because he's been so needy and invasive, I don't.
How's that needy and invasive, KJ?
I was doing music and trying to be all in my shit. Like, what the fuck?
Okay.
And so then, maybe out of a little petty craziness, I don't respond. No, I don't drop. I just don't respond. And then the next day when he hits me up again, I'm like, dang, he's so needy again. And I just kind of change. Then I might get a new book. A new book, and I'm really excited about my book.
Oh yeah.
And I'm reading my book, or maybe like got the fourth book in the end book in the series, and then he's all like, hope you're having a good day, princess. And I'm like, ugh, just disgusting. And then when I'm like that, I actually know that I'm like that. Like, I know when I'm being crazy, and I know in that moment, I'm like, you tripping, you being crazy. Like, you're being like, you extra as fuck. And I'm like, yeah, I am.
You're being a diva.
Yeah, and so then I'll say to myself, like, okay, I'm going to read this one more chapter.
Okay.
And then I'm going to call him back. Or call him and text him back. Okay. But the book is really good, so then I end up, finishing the book, or I read like 10 more chapters and slap myself in the face as I fall asleep, struggling to try to read more chapters. And then when I wake up, I'm like, you know what? It's 4 a.m. I'm gonna call him at 4 a.m. because I don't date creative people.
Right.
I don't shit where I'm
really?
Yeah, I like
That's interesting.
I want to never see you again if I never want to see you again. I don't want to break up with you and then you at the show. Right. You at the dinner party. Yeah. You at the hangout. Like,
yeah, you don't want to shit where you eat.
I got to deal with the people who were invested in our relationship. Yeah. Like, we was a celebrity couple and we're not. Yeah. And why do you give a fuck? Don't you got your own life? And then they were like, oh my God, you guys are so good. You look so good together. Like, those people that look so good together people. Yes. Like, oh my God, how do you feel about him bringing her in? Or in his, you're like,
oh man,
cool. Like, KJ bringing her new.
That is too much. I don't know if you remember, but we've dealt with something similar like that with one of our mutual friends.
Yes, and it's
awkward to tell.
Yeah, because like, why should I shit on this new girl or this new guy? They're good people. They seem cool. Just like your previous partner seemed cool. Yeah. Now I gotta be like, I don't like you because shit. No, because I'm not doing this.
Yeah, I know. I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
But it's like, if I break up with you, like, when am I running to you? When I die?
Right.
As a spirit? Do you even see me? Like, so yeah, I'll have to see the person again, you know. But I forget. Okay. I tell myself this isn't a decent time. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna wait until they're actually awake and blah blah blah, and then the jam, and then the book, and then the friend stopping by to visit me. All these excuses will culminate for why I don't call back. And then one day it's like I don't want to hang out with my friends. Right. I don't want to go out. I'm tired of myself. And then I'll be like, damn, what? Did such and such text me today? And then I'll be like, damn, he ain't hit me up in a while. And then I'm actually present. I'm present enough to really read the messages. Because whenever I'm writing it like, oh, I'll call you back, I'll get back to you, I'm not present. Right. I'm in the book. I'm in the music. I'm in the hangout.
You're in the moment.
Yeah. And I'm like, man, he really put forth effort. And I'm like, I fucked up. And then my conscience, I'm all like, hey, I don't text, I call. And I'm like, are you busy? I just wanted to let you know. I apologize for dropping the ball. I apologize for not responding and blah, 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 blah. Here's what was happening. And I'm going to be honest. And I'll be very honest. I'll tell them, like, this is how I was perceiving you. And I'll tell them, I know that was crazy. And I'm so, because this is my issue. I'm so accountable that they forgive me. And then we'll go out on a date, and all the butterflies and everything will be back in my tummy. And then you do everything the same thing? And I do the same shit. And the second time I do the same shit, I be like, no. Me, I'm like, I ain't gonna even call them. And so then when I see them out, they're like, hey, and we're just really great friends. All of them, we're really great friends.
Yeah, that's what
we talk all the time now.
Wow. Now that they got how you really are,
I can be very Sag in that way. I'm not a big zodiac person.
Yes.
But I can be very Sag.
Yeah, that's really how Sag
this is
people
all
are.
I'm saying. I'm probably a confirmed bachelorette. I really love my passions. And so unless I meet someone that's going to be a mistress, a menstress, unless I get a menstress, that's going to take a backseat to my passions, it's probably not going to happen. But I have a good life. My friends are all very, you included, empowering, supportive, nurturing, you know, loving, compassionate, empathetic, understanding, you know, compromise. My family's like that. So my personal relationships give me a lot of love. And then my passions are things that spiritually and emotionally give me a lot. I'm a very fulfilled person. So to date or fuck off on some whimsical, superficial shit, I got real shit I can be working on. You know? Like just that's that part. And then it's like music, painting, dancing, antiquing, upcycling furniture. You know what I'm saying? Fucking around at farms and helping do this and that. Like I got shit, nature. Like there's so much stuff that's like very like I'm good. So
you keep yourself busy, so you don't even have time to
like if you're not gonna add on, if you're on some like the moment some kind of game or some shit, I'm like, too much energy, too much work with my effortless life. My effortless life.
No, I feel you on that though. But
that's my friend who stole my sweater.
No.
When I say he stole my sweater, actually,
you stole his.
The last time Foundation had a cipher, it got pretty chilly, and I was like, "Hey, you still coming?" He's like, "Yeah." Can you bring me like a warm sweater, jacket, or something? He brought me that. But then I was like, "Damn, this fit me better. I feel like this." And I was like, "And it go with my black Puma shoes perfectly." And I kept it for a while because I was thinking about stealing it. Yeah, I was gonna take it.
You know what happens though.
Yeah, and then I was like, you know, this is like a good.
I can't tell you how many times my sister does that to me. Every time I go to my mama's house, I'm like, Arsema, did you take the jacket?
Come here. Come here and show the people my sweater.
Why am I showing people your sweater?
Come here and show people my sweater. Get over here and show people. Show people my sweater.
Say hello, BA.
Yeah.
Come on.
Get on the hair camera.
This is BA, guys. He is an amazing artist also.
This is my sweater.
Don't put him out like that.
I'm not. I'm just saying he stole it.
Yeah, you're just gonna
Like I had to give it back.
Thank you.
Like really?
Thank you for giving.
Seriously?
For my stuff.
Right.
I had to give it back.
Who does
Whoa.
it?
Oh my God. Isn't that crazy?
Hey, some people's on 2020. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Right. Some people are real 2020.
Like, really? That's how he's looking at you right now.
2020.
You're trying to make him beg for his own stuff.
And then I washed it in Tide, but when I use Tide, I use the natural Tide with no dyes, no perfumes, no, you know what I'm saying, really harsh chemicals. What you use, gang?
Jay, she went in on you. She went in on you. She gonna be like, let me smell it.
I need new friends. I need.
What kind of fabric softener did you use? Fabric softener? Cause I did. Okay. So yeah, there's that.
So BA.
Friends.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you know, I was like, I'm trying to live my life better. As I started this interview, trying to get my life right with Christ, and so I had befriended a bunch of Christians and sinners. Okay. And he's like, get some new friends. And I just told him, like, man, when I get my new Amish friends, y'all bitches is out. I got 2 more payments on layaway for just 2 easy payments of a churn of butter in $19.99. You too can have great Amish friends. So good. Pure people.
Get me some too, because I need to add some to my list, because I don't know how their friendships be.
They call me Goody KG.
Goody KG.
Okay.
Goody KG.
I don't think nobody calls you that.
They don't.
That's
But I had a dream.
You have a dream that somebody calls you?
It's okay. If you want to be a dream crusher, like,
I mean, I'm not a dream crusher. If it happened in your dream,
crush your dreams. Are those dreams? You like the motherfucking Hulk of Cookie Monster of dreams and shit. But it's cool. I mean, if you want to be negative, then you know what I'm saying. That's you. That's you.
That's how you gonna
know what I'm saying. Ionic.
Don't let her do you like that.
How did this happen? I was supposed to slide right by it.
Because you stole my sweater. That's why you stole my fucking hoodie. And I wanted the people to see. So now when you see him out.
No, that is KG's.
Is it me? Is it me? Is it? Is it me? Is it me? Is it me? Is it Miyake? Remember when dudes used to smell like Is it Miyake, all strong and curved for men? Like, I mean, I never done. Listen,
but I heard.
I really liked and enjoyed both. But the drowning in them colognes, like even today,
you can't.
Even today, sometimes you be like, oh, you smell like 98. Was it curve? I knew that was curve when you walked by and damn near
98
killed me with them fumes. Yes. Seriously.
I feel like some people put too much perfume or cologne to cover up, you know
Women
what I
are
mean?
worse, though.
Yeah.
I mean, some odors you can't cover up.
It's like this bitch trying to kill me with a garden.
I'm not gonna lie though, guys. So
this bitch a botanical murderer. Okay.
No, this is funny, y'all. So recently, right? So this girl I know, she started dating this guy. So he always smelled good. He got really nice cologne all the time, you know? But she's a nurse and, you know, she's trying to get her nurse practitioner and stuff like that. So how about when he would go to visit her, the dude never bring his toothbrush or a change of clothes.
Ever?
So
Wait. You said when he visited her, but you mean like visited like more than once? This happened multiple times.
More than once. And she had to give him her change of clothes, okay? And then this is how petty my friends are. One time she told her, she was like, oh my God, let me take a picture of you. I don't have any picture of you. Smile. And she took a picture of his teeth. She took a picture of his teeth. I said, "You are so ugly."
She already been in the "you a better one than me" category.
I was like, this is a whole nother level. Like, oh my God. Would you do that, BA? Like, if you go to visit your lady friend.
One, I keep a spend the night bag. You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
yeah.
no. Spending the night.
Spending the night bag.
Yeah, you said it wrong.
Just in case of emergency.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You never know
when
you got a je ne sais quoi. I don't even know if that's part of it, but we just gonna throw it in there.
I don't know what. I don't know what.
You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just, it might happen. So
right.
I like to be prepared for overnight stays. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Adulting.
Yes.
Adulting. Learned that from Sean Paul. Adulting. Yep, adulting.
That would be it. That would be it. That would be most definitely on the level.
That's what we would expect. That's what women would expect. Like, honestly.
I don't know why we visiting. We ain't got the normal necessities.
Like,
even if you have to change the clothes, I would have some deodorant in.
Look, you get one. Like, maybe we hung out in the wee hours, and then it's like, you know what, you
but
can
you
spend
spending a night.
You can
and you going back
spend
again,
the night,
and you do the same thing.
Then,
come on.
But then the second time, you didn't have the bag already in the car just in case.
Because it's clearly she okay with you staying, so.
Yeah, so just in case, you know, you don't know smell.
And in that case, though, KG, like, how would you let a person know if you're trying not to offend them? No, not like that.
I know that ain't you.
Well,
I mean, he takes shower, apparently. It's just,
apparently not. He
no
ain't carrying
offense
around
to your
bags.
friend, but as I said, you get one. One, it's an accident. Everybody make mistakes.
Yeah. Oh no, she.
But two, that's company.
Yeah.
That wasn't a mistake.
Two, that's a pair. That's
that's exactly what
you
she
can
said.
win
she
books
was like,
with
second
two.
time, she was like, ain't no pass on second time.
Yeah,
like, come on now. You know what I mean?
Like, nigga, you homeless. Like, at this point, like, I think you homeless.
You know,
like,
might have been
you homeless.
Them love bags
you a floater. I call these dudes floaters. You a floater dude. You a crash surfer. You know what I'm saying? You crash. And you homeless. And you ain't finna live with me, baby. I ain't got kids. Not I don't have. I ain't got kids. If I did, I would be a great mother. But I know I haven't birthed a whole human ass grown man. I know that much. So yeah, I ain't never had that. I ain't never had a dick that good to make me a cake mama. I haven't had cake mama dick. Apparently a lot of millennial women have. You know, and if you want, you know, your dude to drive you to work in your car and then go hoe all day. If you want to buy your dude the bar, if you want to buy your dude everything, toiletries, groceries, pay for his doctor's appointments. Like, if you want your man, child, man, baby, like, that's you. But I just ain't never had godly dick. I don't know if I'm not blessed. I feel very comfortable with my previous partners. I feel like we had amazing intimacy. But, you know, maybe I've never had Zeus penis. You know, maybe Apollo dick ain't for me. Maybe that's not for me. You know,
really?
Maybe I don't get that Hades.
That's where you gonna go with that?
Maybe Poseidon ain't for me.
No. She didn't kind of no slack though. I mean, the first time happened, second time.
My penises have been worldly.
It's a no go.
My penises have been worldly.
That's what you gonna tell the people. That's what you want to tell the people.
Of the flesh, you know, mere mortals, partnerships, team, reciprocation, symbiotic.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, B?
Symbiotic.
Ain't nothing I can say. Jesus can't fix this. Just another sip, huh?
See, white men, what they want you to
Oh.
No. What they really want.
If you whole tip.
Don't hold tip it. We shouldn't hold tip it. I don't think that's ethical.
That's what I expect from hoets.
Hoets. Not hoets.
That's what I expect from hoets.
What is a hoe?
So okay, let me ask y'all another question. So say you start talking to this person, and you start to like them. It's like, okay, I'm feeling them. I'm feeling this person. But then you make it to where you sleep with them and the sex is whack. But you really, really like this person. What do you do?
I'm gonna let BA take this one.
Why, you scared now? You want me quiet?
No, I've never had that sex.
Yeah, it's there are ways to identify these areas before partaking those steps to prevent you from having unnecessary intercourse with an individual of the whackness.
Of the whackness of the sex.
Yeah, I mean,
can you teach them? Can you, do you think you can make a person like get better in sex, or what do you think? Or they have to come ready, like.
If you're ready, you are already ready.
You ain't got to get ready.
What's understood?
Most definitely don't have to be explained.
I mean, this is one of our deep diving game questions.
Anything,
so.
Can learn anything.
Sorry, I do believe that. I was guffawing specifically over the topic. You can with sex. You gotta know when to hold on.
Okay, so we're leaning towards see how you can teach somebody to get better at sex.
Okay, let me ask you a question. With that being said,
all
right, hold on.
Okay.
I have a honest question.
Okay.
Okay, so 2 people, right? 2 people. So you have the 2 children, and one of them, from the moment I'm gonna make him a male, from the moment he's born. Like, since he could be, dexterous with his hands, he would take stuff apart and put it together. I always wanted to know, like, how it's made, right? And his parents are very aware of that. And so, because he has that innate curiosity and ability and interest, they, over time, put him in things to promote that. They may give him put him in a shop class where he is an apprentice for a mason and a carpenter and an electrician and all these things throughout his life, right? That person. The second person never was like that as a child. That just wasn't their thing. They had other interests and stuff. And then maybe when they get to a certain age, they become curious about that and start kind of like dicking around with it and, playing around and, it's a little hobby, right? And then at some point, the hobby shifts into something serious and real for them. They become very interested and they pay top dollar to apprentice from all these masters in this subject, right? When we get to the end, they have both sculpted something or built some kind of electric machine, or painted something or whatever, but they've produced some kind of commodity that you want. Do you want person A's commodity or do you want person B's?
You went through all that to explain whether or not we're supposed to be helping somebody learn about booty or not.
Yeah, because y'all said people can learn. So this metaphor, this person learned and this person had innate ability. That's what the metaphor was about. And I just wanted you to know just how skilled in their whole thing so that we can actually for real think about this and be like, because I said he went to masters and things.
You want to make this that deep.
Yeah, so like, who do you want?
She just went deep.
Who do you want to make love to? Who you fucking?
First off.
Who you give some to?
First off, number one.
Who had that walk?
That we will never answer publicly.
Who was the nasty trick?
We will never answer publicly. I don't want people's names, you know what I'm saying? Anywho, that is beside the point. I mean, I won't necessarily say, okay, I mean, if we're speaking on the level of teaching someone something, it could be teaching them in the case of what you may prefer or like.
How to love. Looking at
you know what I'm saying? Now, if you just say they all around just bad, then, I mean, there's just some things you can't fix. And you just got to let that go.
Let it go. So even if you really grow to like them, even if you really grow to like them, I am not
a teacher. Not in that way.
I'm not a teacher.
I'm not your mom.
I really feel like we would never get to that level. Like I would. I mean, honestly, I mean, it's not even I would. I already know.
What if they make you wait like 90 days?
You can make me wait. I already know. So I might not even want it in them 90 days because I already know what's about to happen. So instead of embarrassing each other.
Listening to friends' horror stories of sex, because I meant it when I said I've been blessed, like seriously. And the reason why is I'm actually not a casual sex person. Like I've had deep feelings for the people that shared my body with me. And because they esteemed me already, and I wasn't a piece of ass or like this body they've been lusting after all night, there was a certain level of care and tenderness that went into lovemaking. Look, man, you ain't finna have your fingernails giving me a hysterectomy. What the fuck are y'all talking about? I be hearing horror stories from my friends like, my nipple bruise, like, what? Like, just hearing the story, I be like, what, bitch?
Right.
What, he gnawed at your nipple? What? Are you okay? Annie, are you okay?
Oh my God.
No, I'm not. What's wrong with me? Because I'm honest. You know.
That ain't gonna keep.
You know, you got a lot of female friends, so you know they tell you horror stories of making love. You be like, wait, what?
I can't repeat the things I've heard.
Exactly.
Oh my
All
God.
I'm saying is like, I'm good. No, if I gotta, no, you
like,
is not finna experiment. Making love is not an experiment, okay?
The stories are that
you
bad.
is not finna build now my body.
That if you repeat them, people gonna know exactly what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Like it's that bad.
Yeah, but you know.
This couldn't have happened.
But you know, I didn't say nothing crazy. You don't ever hear something. Come on.
I have heard
your
some
female
crazy
friends
stuff.
telling you some stuff. They'd be like, "What you in the S&M?" They'd be like, "No." You're like, "Oh, girl."
So this just casually happening.
Yeah, like, oh, hey, you don't need a sandwich and a cigarette at the sex. You want Neosporin, peroxide?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Love and alcohol.
No, it is a whole lot of crazy stories though, for real. Yeah, it is.
I don't want people I have to teach. Like, if I have to teach you, just the whole concept. Sorry, but like, to care about someone to share your body.
Is this an age thing? Like, are we at a certain age that we?
No,
I don't
just
know.
in general.
I think maybe a maturity thing. Maybe a maturity.
I feel like if we're young, one may be a little mature than the other.
No.
I think never done enough of it. You may not know.
Not even a maturity thing. I think it's are you selfish or are you selfless? I think it's you know what I mean? Do you have self-worth, self-love, or not? Can you give and take? Can you, and not even take, excuse me, I want to change that because I don't really like that word and how we use it. Can you give and receive? Can you give love and receive love? You know what I mean? If you, because that shows up in childhood, kids sharing, thinking about like, oh, this is my last one. There's mom said they were all gone. I still have this whole thing. My cousin wants some. Here, you can have some of mine. It's a very early thing of like, do I think outside of myself? Do I consider others? Do I look out for others? I ain't teaching that shit. And you probably didn't even make it to my body for us to even have this conversation.
I doubt we got that far in life.
Going on.
So that's why I say at the same time, I feel like these things are encountered way before you actually get to it. So it can be stopped way before then. You're just gonna know, like, you know what?
How can you tell? How can you tell though if you guys just been going on dates and stuff?
Oh, I mean, just like you said, you can
self-absorbed,
right? You know what I'm saying? Just how they sound, just
consideration.
If it's, especially if the conversation is always me.
Opera singers, that's what I call them.
Yeah, and then everyone's just, you. Okay. So basically, I don't fit in nowhere into that. So it sounds like to me, I'm not getting anything out of this. It's just a you.
Okay.
So that also lets me know,
That's
even
deep.
to interact with you intimately, it's only you. You only think about you. So I can't expect for you intimately to think outside of you because that's all you know. So
that's all you know.
We prevented this way before it happened. I don't have to waste I don't care if you wait, like I said, 90 days, that's fine. I already know it ain't going there. So, hey.
90 days at the penal form.
You might feel some type of way that I don't want to in 90 days.
Right.
It's nice meeting you. I just didn't want to ghost you after a certain amount of period. It just disappeared. Because you thought something was going to happen and it ain't.
I'm sorry. Okay. This is where.
What?
I just disappeared, stop calling it.
So is that what you do, BA? You just go chicks around?
That's not what happens.
Is that what's happening?
I'm gonna be
She's a witness for me.
I'm going to be 38.
Things happen for me and I don't have to do anything.
So, subtle, slight age differences. The ghosting thing, that has been hilarious since I first heard it. It's every time I hear it,
why do I feel like you do
a little
that?
funny voice in my head goes, ooh.
Why do I feel like you will be the person that goes?
I don't. I'm a communicator.
You know?
I don't ghost.
Okay, well
I'm
good.
very much
That's
like,
good. At least
hey,
you know where they stand.
I'm a communicator, and I actually was raised with great manners.
Okay.
So it becomes like, hey, I really like you, and blah blah blah. But I don't feel like we resonate. I don't feel like we're compatible. And it's like, I think you deserve this, and I know that I don't have this to give you right now. And I'm a communicator. I ain't got time for no lies, the bullshit. Because then, if I lead you on and give you some little nonsense, then you go feel like maybe like later you got a chance, and it's gonna annoy me, and I might be right one night, and then be crazy, and you don't deserve that for no reason. Like let's just nip all this shit out the butt and just be like, look, I like you, but I feel like this is something. And this is a hard line for me, and then, just whatever it is.
Right one night.
What?
You might be right one night.
Yeah, drunk. You might be drunk one night where I don't give a fuck about their little sensitive ass feelings, and then I just say what the fuck I really want to, and and don't care have
Mind you, she does this sober.
And that's what I'm saying. So then it would be really
right.
Because sober, I actually do have a filter. Just what you guys never know. I really do. So I'm saying like,
maybe
we'll go. What's in here? What's in her? What's in her? Yeah, because you know me, so it's like if I say this and do this, you hear the shit, you hear the jokes and the little extra shit I'm saying in my head, because it ain't always jokes. Sometimes it's just a good read. You hear that, you hear both of those things, but out loud, I didn't do it. I just said the really like kosher thing, unless the person hadn't yet even earned my esteem or admiration, because they was with the shits, and so then they campaigned, I'm gonna vote them in, I'm gonna read them the ride after 1982, because that's what you gotta do. You gotta just be like, look, partner.
What about how do you know? If they're not, if they're ghosting you because they just don't have the balls to tell you.
Girl, did you not hear how I started off? Like, I don't even know when I've been ghosted. I be like weeks later, like, oh, Jamal, the generic 1990s fucking character name. Jamal did Jamal hit me up? I'd be like, what? And then I'd be like, oh, he hasn't hit me up in 2 weeks. I guess I was ghosted. Like, I don't. So no, ghosting doesn't bother me, just because I'm gonna be honest, because like I said, I'm a communicator. So to ghost means that you're weak. That's a weakness.
Right.
You were conflict avoidant to the point where you felt like the person that you were going to share your truths with didn't deserve them, and you made a judgment call because you said, in them not deserving it was because they couldn't handle it.
Right.
But you can't handle them not being able to handle it.
Right.
And so you're going to avoid that situation, which conflict avoiding people like. But anyway, you're going to avoid it to the point where you don't even give them the basic courtesy and respect to communicate to them. Like, I don't have an issue with saying this is how I feel for these reasons. However the person reacts, that's them. That's a reflection of your character. That's your ethics. I don't have any control over that. It doesn't bother me. So you can be crazy. Hey, I guess you wanted to be crazy. I'm good.
Right.
I hope you have some semblance of decency and humanity and dignity, that we can be adults. And then we can actually keep this line of communication and this bridge open to maybe grow a friendship.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's like at this.
You a good one.
It's like, oh, you showed me.
Friendship.
Yeah, your Virgo ass.
What is friendship?
I'm mad at this motherfucker. What they do? Girl, when I was in 3rd grade, took my pudding.
Yeah, that's Virgo all the way. But I want to turn this around. How about, do you think, so BA, do you think most girls, do you think it's mostly girls that ghost on guys, or it's guys that ghost on women? That ghost women.
I mean, if I was to do a statistic, a number run on it, I'd say it's probably about the same amount. Now, one may be talked about more than the other, so to speak, but at the end of the day, statistically, a number roundup, I'm pretty sure it's about the same. I mean, how we all treat each other, a lot of times I find that we always be like, we're men, or we be like, oh, but women do this, or, you know, like I said, well, men do that. But at the end of the day, we all do it, human nature. Naturally, at some point, you're going to have a very emotional ass man.
So you must have done it in the past. Have you ghosted anybody?
I don't
Be
feel
honest.
like I have. See, my thing is, like, if you stop talking to me, I just stop talking to you. You know what I mean? Like,
some people be ghost riding.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I guess I'm just ghost riding because I'm like, so you done?
Okay.
All right.
Are we finished?
You know, cool.
Are we done?
I mean, my thing is, I'm going to give you the same energy you're giving me. So I'm going to show you the same interest you're showing me. So you start showing me signs of other things or whatever. That's like, I feel like that's confusing a lot of people get. You don't want to take accountability for shit. Like,
yeah,
there's a cause and effect to everything.
Right.
Don't think that you can act out in a certain way and people supposed to be like, okay.
Right.
No, don't work. Since that's what you want.
Hey, I still
Right,
love
I'll
you.
be
there.
You're the best.
Yeah,
Right. So glad you're here.
Yeah. No.
This motherfucker. Yeah,
It's-
that's what really usually
it don't work like that. So I'm like, at the end of the day, it's kind of like, okay, well, hey, you be blessed.
Right.
I mean, because my thing is, people come into your life for a reason. Not all are meant to stay. So
seasonal.
I feel that.
Seasonal workers.
I feel
you know,
that.
some people don't like that. They take it as nonchalant or as if you don't care. But the thing is, literally, that is life. Like,
People be over
people
caring
gonna come
these
and
days.
people gonna go.
Right.
Family, friends, all of the above. That's something you have to understand. You have to accept. There's nothing you can change about that.
Well, I don't think family goes anywhere. I mean, you know, you may not see them.
She did. Oh, okay. Because I was automatically confused.
I mean, I'm saying, like, you may not, you know, you may cut off your family, but you never could really.
Oh, man, I was sitting there. They get Christmas presents from the ancestors. Oh, 100 of them meet at the house?
She's doing the most. No.
It's okay if all 100 of y'all meet at the house every holiday. That's completely fine. That's okay. Just, it don't work like that.
Everybody's different.
You know what I'm saying? Because Uncle Rocky ain't allowed at all the house functions because shit always come up.
No, we
with
have that though. We
You
have
know
that.
what
We
I'm
have problems. We have problems where we go down talking to people for like
and
years.
those are family members that are meant for a season and a reason. That season is over. Look, because God said you was my uncle don't mean I ain't stick around.
Damn, that's cold.
It is, but that is. But
I don't think it's cold. It's like we talk. See, Black community. We talk about mental health shit, and part of mental health is how much fuckery goes on that we say. But you know what? Because the world treats us like this is Black people. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Everything is okay. Everything is all right. But it's like, no, we have to learn as Black people. One of the most important things that we have to set boundaries. You have to say, no, this is not acceptable. Here's where you should have protected me. Here's where you should have protected him. Here's where you should have protected her. You know, this is abusive. This is toxicity. This isn't love. And once you know good love and healthy love, you can never call toxic love healthy love.
Regardless of whatever.
You can never find it acceptable.
Yeah, it doesn't.
We always gonna be like, that's fucked up.
Right.
But no,
You should be cool with them anyway. That's your uncle. You should be cool with them anyway. That's your auntie.
No.
That's your cousin, man.
No.
At the end of the day, we blood, we family. It's like,
So I'm supposed to have my soul tormented?
Done robbed you. This person done slept with this person. This person done took this and did this, and this person went behind your back and put the deed here.
Your auntie got a baby with your baby
It's too much,
Yeah.
man. It's too much that goes on in family. No, I'm not gonna lie. It's too much that goes on in family.
You know what I mean?
And we supposed to slide over it like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
it's all good.
True self-love and self-worth does have boundaries, because when I feel like I deserve to be loved in this way, these toxic things, these negative things are not acceptable parameters to love in me or for me to even invest my energy into.
No, I understand that. Like, you know, like I said, like every family have their own issues.
Yeah.
But I guess it's like, you know, this cultural difference too. Like in foreign countries, you may cut off somebody, like say your uncle, for like 5 years or whatever. You know, I have had families that I didn't talk to for years, you know, and then it's like, well, you know, family are supposed to stick together, you know, we have to get together and make up and talk about this. And you know, you may just love them from a distance.
Yeah,
it doesn't
exactly.
mean,
Doesn't
like,
mean you hate them.
Really,
It's
you
not
know.
a hate thing. It's
Yes.
like I love
When
you
you see
so
them
much.
in the holidays and stuff,
I need you to be
like, hey,
healthy.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel that's the same way with anybody. That's how I feel with people.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Like I love everybody. I want you, but you got to do that over there. Because I do love everybody.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about me.
I mean, it's just a tough love, but you know. But no, it's just in the case of a lot of it. It's really that breakdown. Like as a society, it's all well, like I said, because that's your family. Even though years down the road, supposed to get over it.
Right.
Y'all been friends for 10 years.
Y'all
been friends for 5 years.
That's basically, regardless of how you look at it, at the end of the day, you're basically still manipulating the situation. You still want me to be like, it's okay.
Right.
Because this trumps that. You know what I mean? Because of the years I've known you, it trumps that you stabbed me in the back. I should...
Because of history.
Because our history together. Yep. No, because of our history together, that shouldn't have never happened. Because of our blood, that shouldn't have never happened.
Right.
But because the whole family is, y'all can overlook it. And I'll continue to be the black sheep if it must be, but I'm not going to be the one being like, oh, yeah, that's fine. No.
Right.
He shouldn't have been touching her. He shouldn't have been touching her. He shouldn't have been touching her. And y'all still got him in the same house right now.
And you shouldn't have stole her funky ass $20 out her purse.
For
some damn crack.
20. I mean, here, you want your little funky ass $20? I'm tired of you asking me for it.
And I know what you did with my TV and my VCR, Tyrone. I know what you did.
No, I feel y'all though. I feel y'all. But we didn't even get to introduce you because you came in late. So BA, what is it that you do? Hold on.
Everyone, this is my homeboy BA. He's the one who stole my hoodie. And then had the audacity.
Never mind, don't
to be
honors.
wearing it. And not only
BA,
wearing
you go ahead and
it, but
introduce
wearing it on the
yourself.
show.
And to wear it on the show. Well, I didn't know. I didn't get to check my wardrobe before.
Ernie Ways and Burt Bay. Did you like Sesame Street when you was a kid? Ernie Ways and Burt Bay.
You okay?
Burt Bay. I said Burt Bay. I said Burt Bay. All right, I'm sorry.
BA the Lewe. Go by many aliases that all incorporate BA the Lewe, of course. I'm an artist all around, so I do a little bit of everything. A jack of all trades. So
Renaissance man, for sure.
It's kind of like my run for it.
Which explains, everything about her because she hangs around. She keeps people.
You gotta keep certain people.
Exactly. That's talented all around. That's that's.
We ain't gonna put everything out there, but his surname is my father's surname, and so I decided we cousins.
Okay.
Once we found out, we ain't did no ancestry DNA.
So you pulled
we didn't know.
Black people move and
and
the foreign. Yes. So oh my God.
Yes.
I hear that a lot.
Like we resonate so much.
Oh yeah, that's my cousin. I'm like, how How's he a cousin?
Don't worry about it. Somebody.
So,
I'm pretty sure I got cousins in West Tennessee.
Yep.
So my auntie had this baby, and then the baby had to.
Look, play cousins.
I'm
No,
sure
that's
somebody
nice,
can.
though.
Was kin to somebody. Was kin to somebody.
Look. And did she call you my nephew earlier?
That was so funny. That was so funny.
Oh, we look alike too.
Don't flatter yourself. I'm playing.
You gonna let her talk to you like that?
I mean, I've been.
You gonna let her tell you don't flatter?
I've been hearing it all my
Yourself.
life. It don't bother me.
You gonna let her talk to you like that?
It ain't the first time. Look, it ain't the first time somebody did me like that.
Rooftop is cold on this show.
You know you be going hard on people. So
What is this
I have to give the medicine of your own, you know.
Get this shit off of me. I'm out here.
Okay, guys. So we're about to wrap up the deep diving game. So I have one more question. You're in an elevator for 90 seconds with your hero. What do you tell him about yourself? First of all, who's your hero, and what do you tell him about yourself? You got 90 seconds in the elevator with them.
She don't.
This question
My
gets
hero?
most of our guests, by the way.
Look, when she said him first, I was like, woo!
Gives you time to think.
Yeah, my hero.
I'm gonna be so composed. I'm gonna say I'm dope as hell when it gets to my turn. Let me just chill. Chill.
Because I gotta really
Yeah,
think
while I
on-
wait, you got the arms and shit.
Yeah, the arms and eyes.
Well, if you already know, you want to go?
Nah, let him go ahead and have his
Why you want to
Get
go
this little turn out the way first. You know what I'm saying?
No, man, you know what I'm saying? Let him go and have a little turn.
Honestly, I guess in my predicament, it'd be a little tough one. I can't necessarily say one particular person.
Mm-hmm.
Considering my upbringing, so to speak, a lot of people are involved in it. So it's kind of hard for me to be like, this one person was the one person I'm like, yeah, that's my hero. It's quite a few. But, I mean, I feel like also at the same time they would know. Like, I wouldn't have to explain who I am. At the same time, I feel like it shows.
So it would be somebody that would know you too. That's related somehow.
You wouldn't
or
even have to.
friend
They wouldn't even
or-
have to be related. Like I feel like when
At that point of energy.
like if I feel that about you, I feel like you gonna feel me. Period. You gonna feel me. Like I know for a fact that's one thing I am highly capable of doing, is projecting my energy, and I know that you see me. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no way for no one not to. It's when I decide for you not to see me is when you don't see me. Outside of that, oh, my hero don't know. They're gonna look at me and just know and be like,
yeah. That's something the resonating.
Right.
Resonating.
you know how us urban people have that thing walking in the street and it's
Look.
Yeah.
I see
and nobody
you.
say nothing,
Yeah.
but and that energy is so powerful.
Yeah.
You feel that love in it, like.
I see
Say,
you.
what's up? I
My
don't even know
blackness,
if
my
Right.
blackness
Right.
sees your
But
blackness, and
you
I
see
know
it.
your life. I
I
know your
sensed it.
experiences, and I
That's
love
deep.
you. I
That's
love
deep.
you, and I see
Okay.
It's just
You're
it's
saying,
that type of. I feel like
I
it's
think
it. Like words
you
wouldn't
might
even need it.
have me beat on this one. I don't know.
I'm
You
gonna
had
be
more
honest.
time thinking.
Okay, so listen. When he started off, at that
Go hard on him
point,
again. You know she will.
at the point, so like I feel like I'm on like a sports show, and like the game has already happened. The after the game questions. You know what? Look, wait, hold on.
So
You know what I'm saying? You know, we had a lot of conversation beforehand, and we knew we needed to have a strong defense. So anyway, when he first started off, I was like, oh, I'm about to kill him. I'm about to kill him with my response. And then he went to the like, but you know what I'm saying? Like, but they would just see my energy, and I'm a strong believer in energy and us forgetting that we're animals, and then energy and resonance and dissonance. I'm such a firm believer in that. When he said that, I was like, this motherfucker.
I knew it. I knew he had to be.
He done ruined it for me.
Mm-hmm.
And so anyway,
well, I'm sure you got good ones.
That's when you try to save face and you say shit like, well, you know, as BA was saying.
Exactly. You were so excited that he was going first, so you had already thought about it.
You saying, you know,
but now
with that,
it's time to think, honey.
with that being said,
right.
Also, in addition, however,
let me extend in case you did not understand fully what he was saying.
Yeah, and then you try to make it sound like you, however, like you gonna say some different shit, but it really be like, you know, however, you know, I feel like where we differ, is that like, before like before a person even see me,
you should not have been so cocky for this question. You should have went first.
But in mind, before the person see me, they take my hand because that's how strong our connection is.
Mm-hmm.
I never had a father.
I never knew my father.
Oh no, mommy, don't beat me again.
This is why I'm not going to that place with you. And I'm reneging Jesus in the name of Allah, Echelon, Hindu, Buddha, Indian.
This nigga believe everything here. Y'all folks nigga believe everything here.
Dalai Lama.
Did you say dollar bill? Y'all heard him say dollar bill, right?
Don't send me to hell, please.
Materialistic.
Don't send me to hell, please. I don't know what God I need to pray to. Yep.
Right.
Hey, the Lewe.
Exactly.
Don't try to get away from the question. Come on now. Think harder.
Oh,
you got 90 seconds with your hero.
So, anyway, honestly, I had actually said that to him earlier when we were having a private conversation. Mm-hmm. So he kind of stole my answer.
It's normal I get all my ideas. All my ideas come from KG.
That's the other way you do it. Look, that's the other way you do it. Look, so he kind of stole my answer. But, I mean, with that said, I guess if I had to choose someone, I would choose my grandmother because I share very often with people, like, she was Christ-like to me. Like, the main thing was to know someone is to love them, and for a long time, my mind and my heart wasn't ripened or seasoned enough to understand that, and I misconstrued it, you know. And then it reached a point where I was like, oh, this is like true unconditional love. You actually can. I was lying earlier when I said I don't love everyone. You actually can love everyone because you can accept them, and accept them, you can actually see their flaws and their faults and understand the backstory and what has brought them to that place, and it allows for a great level of empathy where you certainly cannot. You really have a responsibility to not penalize them for their damage. And it took me a long time to understand that simple phrase and the teachings that she was given with that. And so I would be in the elevator with her and I would say, I get it now. Take that, bitch.
She dropped the mic on you. She literally dropped the mic.
Be an ass completely to that person's answer. Yeah, and I get that completely because, you know, that's pretty much in the realm of just, you know, not giving an individual an excuse per se for their behavior, but fully
you know what I'm saying, like exactly
understanding where they come from,
right? Because
ain't nobody ready to go at this point.
This is how woke people battle. That's how woke people battle. They have little battles and shit of being woke. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because like
you reach that conscious level. You know what I'm saying? Where your mind is at. That's truly when your third eye vibrates.
You know? Fibonacci sequence. They started like throwing that little shit so that you can know they know about certain things.
Because the charismatic numbers a philosophy once said pi equals square, but not square equaling pi.
Because the way the ley lines are, you already know.
If you ain't in between
you know what I'm saying? Hey, but you know, they don't even want us to know that.
Nah, they don't want us to know that. They don't want us to talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. I think KG satisfied
a year,
should be
because
your
I
answer.
support every video that she puts out. So after a year, I would be very interested to see. Do you interview anybody else crazy?
Oh my God! Like, yeah, we was having a good time. You know.
That's what it's about.
Pickpocket.
Yeah, we was having a
What
good
you
time.
gonna get? Pickpocket.
And also, not to mention, this was the most competitive for an answer. For an answer.
He wouldn't give it back to me.
For an answer.
He won't give it back to me.
This was the most competitive.
Well,
over here.
I'm glad that worked. You know what I'm saying? That worked in favor. Let y'all know how deep these questions can go, and where your mind needs to be. You know what I mean?
I just can't believe you made me give it back to
you.
you.
And don't ever underestimate.
You know what I'm saying?
The person next to you.
Exactly.
Nope.
And they swear.
Keep your enemies close.
Clearly, your friends closer. Something like your enemies.
I keep my friends. Because friends you don't have to talk to every day. You can pick up right where you started. You ain't got to do all that work with friends. It's effortless.
All right, guys. This is not over yet.
Anyway.
This is not over yet over here, but we're going to finish it behind the scenes. Okay? So, thank you guys for watching. First, let's talk about it. And follow us on First Let's Talk About It on Instagram, YouTube, First Let's Talk About It.
My girl.
And follow Kimberly Gladney
at Southern Quill.
And
BA the Lewe at everything. BA
the Lewe at everything. Make sure you follow and take a listen to their music. They have really good music out there. They have, Southern Quill over here have a lot of, she's, like I said, she's a jack of all trades. So does BA. So make sure you check them out and see what they're up to. And yeah, make sure you support. Thank you for watching. Cheers.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you for coming.
I just want to say, this is beautiful. And the real thing is because you have real people.
I know.
Like, seriously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, it's a blessing.
You could go for the generic and the, like you have real people, real conversations.
No, it's
we
a blessing. And I'm so glad that we need that. Yes, I'm so glad to get you here today, because I was like, man, I thought I wasn't going to be able to get you. I was like, damn, this girl is like, I have to book her like a damn Beyonce over here. You know.
It worked the same way with the friendship.
I'm like a B movie.
Oh my God, yes, guys.
I'm a B movie. I'm like the Toxic Avenger.
She's bae, honey. She
Toxic
is bae. Are you high?
Part 5.
But thank you guys. Bye. Thanks for watching. First, let's talk about it.
Let's just walk out.